Come over here and kiss me on my hot mouth.
While the rest of the world is drowning in heart-shaped chocolates and sappy love songs, we're breaking down Navarrete's awkward looping uppercut, a punch that's as romantic as liver shot, giving butterflies and weakening knees. Vaquero's uppercut starts with a stance so wide, it'll make a sumo wrestler jealous.
Feeling romantical.
He drops his left hand way below his hips, loading it like a coiled spring, and shuffle steps forward with the grace of a drunk at a wedding. Against Baranchik, this setup was a disaster. The southpaw's footwork and outside angle dominance neutralized Navarrete's angles, forcing him to crash into clinches or eat counters. But against Valdez, it was a masterclass in exploiting a high guard. Oscar's shell defense was practically begging for that looping uppercut to split it open, along with his soul. When Navarrete throws this punch, it's a biomechanical oddity. The uppercut loops upward like it's an exponential graph, often starting with a feint that's usually a right cross or jab. That's to load it up and disguise it. Against Valdez, this worked beautifully. Navarrete would feint the right, draw Valdez's high guard, and then rip the uppercut into the solar plexus or the head. But not against Baranchik. The southpaw's pullback counters and lateral movements made Navarrete miss wildly, leaving him squared up and vulnerable to sharp left crosses to the body. The drunk shuffle step adds momentum but also risk. When Navarrete throws the uppercut, he often ends up off balance, especially if the punch misses. Against Baranchik, this led to clinches or counters, as we said before, and against Valdez it created smothering pressure, cutting off the ring and forcing Valdez into defensive mistakes. But what was the difference? Well, weight class, stance, and strategy. Against Baranchik, Navarrete was slower, less explosive, and struggled to cut off the ring. Against Valdez, he was back at his usual weight, fluid, slightly more technical, as he blocked most of Valdez's left hooks, and of course, he was relentless. Valdez's orthodox stance and high guard were tailor-made for Navarrete's awkward angles, while Baranchik's southpaw footwork and counters kept him one step ahead most of the time. So here's the cold hard truth. Perfection can be overrated. Navarrete's uppercut is messy, awkward, very risky, but brutally effective when it lands. This Valentine's Day, skip the roses. Learn how to analyze boxing like me, using the triad system. Because in boxing, unlike love, the details always matter. Watch this video to learn more. And that's it.
What?